thank the organizers, Mr. Sahu and Shrikant, for having put this thoughtful session. We all talk about CSR. We've all spoken about the CSR white paper, which was released in Orissa last month. And we've been deliberating, discussing about what are the sources available, how the sources are deployed. But more importantly, we now in this session would be focusing on what we can do. We are all here, we are all concerned, we are all very serious in our work for people with disabilities. So in India now we have about 1 crore, more than 1 crore people with disabilities who are either non-working or who are marginal workers. So there's a huge demand for them to be mainstreamed. Now when we say mainstream, we are also talking about what are the initiatives government takes in different aspects, also the industry and also the civil society. After the CSR coming to the fold of the national development, it's very good to know that we have now 3 arms. We had the government, we had the civil society, now we have very strong focus of the CSR. Now when we talk about CSR as an added advantage or added force, we are also talking about the preparedness of the companies, the preparedness of the industry to work with people with disabilities. Have they understood? Are they sensitized? What are the requirements? How do they prepare them? What are the benefits of having people with disabilities as employees? What are the HR requirements? How would they be appraised? What are the incremental benefits that they would get? What are the promotional benefits that they would get? This is one aspect from the industry. So we have with us today Meenu from Emphasis, with huge experience in working with people with disabilities. And she would be speaking to us about 2-3 aspects and more focusedly on how she has been instrumental in driving CSR from an internal driving force to an external force. So which means that it's not only within the organization, but how she with her work has been influencing societal development through people with disabilities outside the organization that she represents. That's a very key takeaway from her. We would expect that. And we have Mantesh, needs no introduction, from Samarthanam. I was telling her before this that we need more Samarthanams in India. It's not only in North India or not only in South India, but we want everywhere more Samarthanams. There should be more centers of excellence. I call Samarthanam as a center of excellence. So we should know how to deal with people with disabilities vis-a-vis the government, vis-a-vis the industry, vis-a-vis the civil society. How do we enable in real terms, how do we enable to have more scope, have more protection of their rights, have more full participation, 100% participation, and mainstream them. Having said that, we would also have Mr. Anup Srivastav's inputs. He heads the Sector Skill Council, which is unique in the sense that it's a horizontal, it's not a vertical. So they would be cutting across different verticals, cutting across all the numbers that we have as targets for different sector skill councils, and helping them mainstream PWDs, mainstream the activities, mainstream the skilling, mainstream the employment, and also see that there is a convergence. Different verticals would have different requirements. How do we standardize the quality of training? What is the quality of training that's happening now? How do we audit them? How do we add fillip to what we already have on the ground? And what are the numbers? So this is the esteemed panel that I have the privilege of moderating. And now I would request Meenu to give her views. And I think we have about 15 minutes. Somebody help me with timekeeping. About 15 minutes per panelist. And probably we could have a few question answers after that.